Good morning and welcome to a vlog from the Philippines. I am so excited to be back here, so excited to be vlogging here. I'm actually hosting my own group trip in collaboration with I'm Here Travels, that is these guys. We are starting off in Cebu City. This is kind of where the whole group are meeting. This is where everybody is going to be arriving, getting to know each other, and then our route is from Cebu to Moalboal, which is at the bottom of the same island, and then we're flying over from there to Siargao. And I'm super excited. I've never been to Siargao. I actually think that will be a separate vlog. It's going to be like a 2 parts to this Philippines series. Also, I'm so aware that this is so echoey. But yeah, I'm super excited. My brother is actually joining me on this trip, so Harry is here in the Philippines too. And basically, I just think that it's going to be such a fun time. Hello.
Hello.
Day one, like I mentioned, is in Cebu, and we are actually going to go and do a little walking tour so that we can learn a little bit more about the history of not only Cebu but also the Philippines. It has a really interesting colonial history, and I think that kind of get a bigger picture of the country as a whole, it is kind of important to start with a little bit of base knowledge about the country. So that is kind of what we're doing today. As you can see, we're heading to some of Cebu and Lapu-Lapu city's most famous landmarks. Lapu-Lapu is kind of the city right next to Cebu. This is how it looks on a map, so you've got a bit of geography there. We're just doing a little walking tour and explore. So we actually walked around a few different parts of Cebu city and Lapu-Lapu city, learning all about its history, and also we visited a really cool part of the city that actually houses the oldest Chinese house outside of China, which is where we actually are here. We got to walk around it, have a little explore. This is actually a house that is lived in as well, so this was really cool. It's kind of like half a museum, half an actual house, and this was also obviously a really good opportunity to be getting to know everybody on the trip too. It's time for dinner, and guys, tonight we are heading for Indian / Middle Eastern cuisine. There's a lot of hummus, a little bit Turkish kind of vibes actually, as well as curries.
I was going to say, is hummus Indian?
No, hummus. The hummus and falafel side of the menu was like Turkish, Middle Eastern, and then the other side of the menu was like Indian, because Indian food is so good, guys, for like veggie and vegan, and there are a lot of people on this trip that are veggie and vegan, so I feel very seen. But yeah, basically we're gonna head for dinner. We're going to the Ayala Mall, which is really near where we're staying on this group trip. This is quite like a popular area to stay in Cebu, but we're running a little bit late, so we're gonna head there now and have some dinner, have some drinks, probably see some live music, and yeah, just keep like getting to know the group. But the vibes so far are good, aren't they? Very good, yeah, very good.
Will the girls who got delayed be here?
They are, yes.
They
oh
are.
My gosh, 2 of the girls have ended up being a day delayed because of a flight issue basically, and we're about to meet them for the first time, so
yay!
Yay! Go on, you can do the honours. Yeah, go You've been in quite a few vlogs now, haven't you? Vlogs, yeah.
Tequila.
Wide open today is where I first begin to ring on your skin. Ring on your, so let's set the world on fire. Where are we going today?
Today we are going to
Moalboal.
Moalboal. We're going to Moalboal, which is the other side of the island, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
West of the island.
I think south. I'm not actually too sure without looking.
Southwest maybe, I'm not sure. It's a long drive, I've been told.
3 to 4 hours.
Me and Molly tactically went out late last night.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why.
I think you might have seen.
You may have seen. There may have been some clips there.
I think there might have been some clips of some karaoke. And guys, do you know what's more embarrassing is I was not drunk at all doing karaoke, and I don't think that that's a good thing. I think karaoke is reserved for the end of the night when you're like, woo, a few drinks in. We were like sober, sitting around the table, just passing a microphone around, like honestly.
It was funny though.
It was, yeah, because...
Great way to break the ice.
Great way, well, everybody doing it was very confident, so you know what, it was very fun. But now, as Harry mentioned, we are heading on a shuttle bus, and obviously the logistics of this mean we do have to take 3 separate buses because there are 25 people in this group tour, on this group trip, so that's a big group. So we're taking 3 separate shuttle buses down to Moalboal. So like we mentioned, the drive down to Moalboal is about 3.5 hours. Honestly, you can't really put a time on anything in the Philippines. It kind of takes as long as it takes to get here, depending on the roads. But by the time we got here, we swam for a little bit in the pool, and then all of us watched the most incredible sunset. Moalboal is kind of a coastal town, and it's famous for its beautiful views. This is some drone footage that Ethan actually took. I'm gonna link Ethan's TikTok down below, but did appreciate him flying his drone because I did not get mine out in time for the sunset. It has been a little while. You guys saw us watching the sunset. That genuinely was the best sunset I've seen in Southeast Asia on this trip so far. Ooh, big bold claim actually. No, I remember the one in Kotal now, but second best. We are in Moalboal, Harry is here, and we are about to go for dinner, our first dinner here, and we are heading to somewhere that does a whole mix of food. I think we're actually getting a veggie burger. Moalboal is basically like quite cool for like hip, trendy cafe places. The food is gonna be good here. Eyebrows are looking a bit wonky. Anyway, we need to go. This is my outfit of the evening. Let's go for food.
Yes, we have a celebrate tonight.
Good morning. Today is Saturday and probably going to be my favourite day of this trip so far. We are actually going snorkeling and potentially, I think, also scuba diving. There are a few people on this trip that already have a open water scuba diving license, and then there's also a few people that really want to try scuba diving for the first time, which is going to be really exciting because the Philippines is just a really beautiful place to dive, especially here in Moalboal. Last time I was here, I had literally just got my diving qualification, so I was like quite anxious. So I'm excited to do it again today and just be a bit more comfortable. I'm excited to go snorkeling. It's like almost guaranteed that we're going to see turtles. The sardine run is here in Moalboal. There's only 2 of these in the world, guys, and this is what it looks like. I'm inserting some overlays. Hopefully this is what it's going to actually look like today. Last time I was here, I didn't do this because I was quite poorly. I felt quite ill the last time I was in Moalboal. So I'm ready, I'm raring to go. We had such a good night last night. It is Carla's birthday today, who is one of the girls on the trip, and it was Lexi's birthday yesterday. So we were like celebrating into midnight, and then when it got to midnight, we all started celebrating Carla's birthday. So very, very fun. Several drinks were had, although I will say, I feel like because I'm also like hosting this trip, obviously, well, I always want to be sensible, but sometimes it's easy to get carried away. But when I'm hosting trips, I'm obviously like, okay, I need to make sure everybody else is okay. But I'm somehow managing to always be like the last one out because everybody needs to get back safe. So I'm kind of like, I'll stay, and I'm having a fun time. I'm managing nights out, guys, until like 3:30 in the morning with like not very much alcohol. It gets to like 2 AM, I'm like, I can stay, it's fine, I'm having a great time. At home I'm asleep by like 9 PM. I don't know if I'm just on the wrong time zone. Like there's a potential that I'm just still on the UK time zone and I'm thriving. But basically that was my night last night, and I really enjoyed it. There's some really good bars here if you are planning your own trip to the Philippines. Moalboal is a must visit. I remember now why I enjoyed it so much last time despite being ill. But yeah, gonna head out, get some breakfast and go snorkeling. Pretty much as soon as we got in the water, we were surrounded by turtles, guys. This just is one of the most beautiful snorkel points I've seen around the world. This was definitely a trip highlight for so many people.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona.
After After we'd snorkeled, we headed for some amazing Greek lunch, and then in the afternoon we actually organised a scuba diving trip for anybody that wanted to try it or that was already qualified.
I reached through mysterious ceilings.
What are we doing?
Scuba diving.
Yeah, weather's not great, but we're gonna do our best. How you feeling? This was us heading out on the boat. The weather was not the best the afternoon that we did this, so honestly a credit to all the girls that tried this for the first time because the conditions weren't incredible, but it was absolutely worth it, guys. The sardine run was just phenomenal. It doesn't pick up on video quite as well as it looked in real life because of the visibility, but just trust me when I say this was unlike any other scuba dive I've done ever.
Honestly don't. I should be the last to know we're all in this. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest.
We have come for dinner at a little street food court place. Sean, have you been in my vlog yet?
No, first time.
First time being back in the vlog? Oh, and you're out of focus.
First time this month.
First time this month, yeah. First time since, actually I didn't vlog your birthday. But I did see Sean in Ireland this year. We're here for dinner and this looks very, very cool. The camera just will not focus, so that's really good. Okay, so that food court dinner was so good. If you're ever visiting Moalboal, I actually didn't go there last time, but I ate every single food you could imagine, guys. I even saw, I think I filmed it, Australian cuisine, which I've never been to a food court and there'd be a stand for Aussie food, because even after having lived there, I couldn't tell you what Australian food really is. Anyway, very, very good vibes, very, very fun. We have come to bed for an early night because tomorrow we have Canyoneering, which is kind of like the big activity here in Moalboal. This is why backpackers tend to visit. It's what puts it on the map a little bit. So we are heading out very bright and early. We're going to be leaving, I think, around 8 o'clock to go and do firstly a big zip wire, and then we've got about 5-hour canyoneering activity because the waterfall is just so big here. So yeah, it's going to be really, really fun. I feel like by now the group have all really got to know each other, and I feel like I say this on every single trip, but I feel we've just got so lucky with this group because every single person gets on with every single person. Like, it's just the best mix of people. We've got like 25 of us, 19 of them are girls, so big girl group. And yeah, it's just been so much fun this evening. So gonna pick you guys up in the morning, and I'm sure you're gonna see several clips of us all slightly embarrassing ourselves as we jump off waterfalls. Good morning. It is canyoneering day and I need to go for breakfast. Like I say, early start at 7 AM right now, but it's a long activity, so we've got to have some food. Really love your shoes. We look so fashionable. Ready. Wow, get the toys on. You look terrified. I feel every time I pan to you, there's like a look of fear on your face. Looking at this video back, there's a couple of nervous smiles here, and honestly, I did not realise what was to come, but we were about to get on a motorbike to head to a zip line. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up. Does this path look safe? Striking the winner post now. We are here at the zip line. Off they go. So to get to the canyon, we have to take the zip line. Definitely getting strapped in. Honestly, this footage was some of my favourite to watch back, so I've left a lot of it in, but my facial expressions are ranging from, oh my god, this is amazing, to oh my god, I'm gonna die. And honestly, that was kind of how I felt, but it was just phenomenal. The views are insane, and I'm so glad that everybody was so brave and like pushed their comfort zones and did this. I'm catching you back up. Sleeping in the back of a van, roaming in the wilderness. And then we started the actual activity, which was canyoneering. Now, as you can imagine, and like I just said, I'm not the biggest adrenaline junkie, so Harry took the GoPro for a lot of this footage, and he was in his element. You got this.
Shakaboo.
Only
5 pesos. Only 5 pesos.
Only 5 pesos.
Yeah, because it's a half.
You're getting a half price for that.
What happens there?
1 peso.
Half 5 pesos. What about that? 1 peso. Here, 50 cents. 50.
For the people that were a bit like me and weren't keen on constantly diving off, you could kind of just walk around the canyon, and even just to be here was incredible because it really is such a beautiful setting and one of the most beautiful waterfalls I've ever seen around the world. All I can really say to that is what an activity. Like, it is so fun, but it's also so tiring, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, everybody got back and was like, right, I think we'll be having a very early night and going to bed because it is just so full on. I think the guide said it's about 9 kilometers of walking, but obviously a lot of the walking is like through the waterfall, so it's not like you've gone for a 9-kilometer walk. It's like you're like trudging and climbing, throwing yourself off, getting back out, getting back in. But very, very fun. I do think that everybody enjoyed it. I had a really good time. I actually enjoyed it more than I remembered enjoying it last time. Again, like I mentioned, the last time I was in Moalboal, I wasn't feeling very well. And I feel like doing the canyoneering when you're a bit ill, no, I think you need to be at your peak. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We got back at about 4 p.m. and this evening we have no real plans. There's nothing on the itinerary or agenda because we knew this was going to be like a big activity. So we're just going to head back to the food court that we were actually in last night. There's like a group of us that want to go there. There's a group of us that are staying at the hotel to have food. A mixed bag this evening before we head to Siargao tomorrow, which is our next location and kind of like main location of this trip. So excited that this tour visits Siargao. I've actually never visited before, but that is where Sean and Amir, my 2 friends who I'm running this trip with, who have started I'm Here Travels, they actually live in Siargao, so they are quite literally tour guides anyway, but like that's their home island. So yeah, it's gonna be so good. But this is not the Siargao vlog, this is the Moalboal vlog, and right now I'm going for dinner. This is a map of Moalboal. Oh, the turtles are literally on the map, look. We did see them, we did not see dolphins. We are here, down here. And this is like the whole town up here. Sardine Room, we saw that. Oh, gecko. We also went to Chili Bar the other night. A couple of shops here. We could maybe do some shopping. As if we need more stuff. Oh my gosh, we need a magnet.
We do need a magnet.
Nah, we actually already have a Philippines magnet on the fridge at home from last time, but we could buy another.
Need a Singapore one.
True, 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 true. Okay guys, I am now back home, as you can see, and I'm 99% sure I filmed an end clip for this vlog, but I've cleared all of my memory card whilst I was travelling, and I think I might have deleted it. So good, even when I tried to be organised, it doesn't work. But I am going to end the first Philippines vlog here. This was from Cebu and Moalboal. There is going to be one more vlog from the Philippines and also a vlog from Singapore. The next vlog from Siargao is probably one of my favourite travel vlogs and travel experiences I've ever had. Not to spoil it, but like that island may have just leapfrogged every other location I have visited. You're not going to want to miss it, especially if you're watching this because you're planning your own trip to the Philippines. Like that island, I was banging on about Moalboal in this video, just you wait. Yeah, I hope you guys can tell from this video I had such a good time. The group that came on this trip were just so lovely, and I honestly cannot thank Amir and Sean, who own I'm Here Travels, enough, because that experience that I've just had, I've come away feeling like so enriched and fulfilled, and I've just met the loveliest group of people, and I think that that really is a credit to them and their company that they have built up from the ground so recently. Like, they are so new. So if you are looking at traveling to the Philippines, if you're looking at this vlog thinking, God, I want to do that exact trip, you can. This is this exact tour. You can book to do it, and I really recommend. Anyway guys, I'm gonna go, and I shall see you guys in my next video very, very soon. Goodbye.